So, we do have Mengkukwo over here is one of our puppets, so they're in on this. If we do fight China, there's likely to be some other people joining in, which is one of the reasons I'm not going early. The Rhineland has been remilitarized. Oh, there's been an incident at the Marco Polo Bridge. Who would have thunk? My, China doing some bad things. Yeah. It's actually us starting some trouble, but, you know, trying to drum up some drama llama. It's going to give us more national unity. So we finish that, and then we're going to go and ask China if they want to be our puppet, you know, instead of declaring war. Like most decisions in Paradox games with events, the AI just has a weighted chance to make various decisions. They don't take into account, you know, relative strength or whatever. It's just a percentage chance, like the Iberian wedding. Okay, you, join there. Unable to move to a problem. Okay, so it's just that I think it's just complaining about the, it might just be the supply. It's getting confused about something. Because you can move over here. Indeed you can. Okay, we're going to be fine. Okay, home guard. This is a little bit more home guarding, I think. And then again here, we've got another unit who's like, no. Get to the province with the naval base, and then transfer over here. Yeah, the supply map mode. And I mean, I've seen the flag specifically complain about that before, where it's like, don't have enough. No, we actually have enough supply here. Well, this is a good time for us to redraw our war plan anyway. Let me just reset the front here. And we're going to set up a war plan. Again, we're not planning on going to war right now. We'll try to push evenly up to this river. And then once we're all there, the second part of the plan will be to push evenly up to the next river. Like that. And then we'll just poke out, take Nanjing, and I suspect that will be the fall of China at that point. If we were forced to go to war, which hopefully we won't be. Okay. Alright, you. Make your way across. Alright, lovely. You, same thing. Excellent. Okay. Well, let's assign some sort of leader over here. We have, as Japan here, we have some really good leaders to choose from. Generals get different upgrades than field marshals. Field marshals have no cap on their army size. I think I'm going to go and put more information about the Marco Polo Bridge incident. We'll teach those Chinese. We're going to put Field Marshal Tenrouchi in command of the basic Chinese front. Then our marine invasion, we're going to give it the very best general over here. Our trickster and engineer, who gets bonus to river attacks. I don't think that's going to be relevant necessarily. Trickster's good. By the way, your troops just fight 5% better for every skill of the general in charge, the commander in charge, which is really nice. Really nice. Don't neglect naval invasion. Well, I'm doing one here. I suppose I could do another one down to the south as well. Again, we're not declaring war right this second. Unable to move to a province along its path. Again, that must be the supply warning, but it used to have a different pop-up that would say something different. Anyway, we'll not worry about that now because we're not declaring war. I've seen a pop-up that explicitly says, I won't move into the next province because there's not enough supply. But I might be on a slightly different build than before. That's entirely possible. Hey, Demama, thanks for the resub. We did just check... Oh, yeah, we haven't rechecked Germany. Reichs Autobahn, so now they're going down the left-hand side over here for more productivity. So they did the Rhineland, now they're going over here. It'll be interesting to see where Germany keeps going. France is going to support the status quo. Okay. So they're not revising Versailles, so they're going to stay more democratic, as opposed to rushing the Axis or the Common Term. So I do have historical focuses turned off, but it looks like they're going to be going relatively historical. Service overseas. I wonder where you're going to go there. England? How's the, or the UK? How's the Soviet? They're still working the Great Purge. Oh, the Great Purge must take a really long time. Oh, it does! 210 days. Most focuses take 70 days. Electric mechanical engineering is done for reduced research time. I'm immediately going to go into mechanical computing for even decreased research time. And USA. Reaffirm the Monroe Doctrine. Now that's got some interesting, oh, there it is. Some interesting possibilities here, because it increases the democratic support of these various nations and gives the US some political power. But it can lead into Pax Americana, which can intervene in wars in American countries. You can also preemptive intervention against Venezuela here, which has a lot of oil, which is kind of interesting. Black Chamber Operation. Boost the popularity of other ideologies. And in Brazil and Argentina, a civil war, a democratic civil war would start. Kind of interesting. What are the breakdowns over here? Argentina's mostly non-aligned. I see. Is that what we've got most of? Oh, we've got fascist over here. Interesting. Alright, so right now we don't have a whole heck of a lot to do. Canadian World Conquest, that would be interesting, challenging. I'm sure someone's going to pull off some crazy stuff like that. Oh, I should grab just a handful of these guys, make a second army over here to cover the Mongolian front. Right there. Because Mongolia is in an alliance. They're in the common term to start off with the Soviet Union. So we'll move a handful of troops over there. Again, it's very unlikely that the Soviet Union will start a war at this time, but we have to be a little bit prepped for it. Alright, other than that, production is fine. We'll have to build a lot of synthetic factories later on, that's okay. We are... Alright, Chinese puppet is coming in soon. So 60% chance they'll just become our puppet, done. 40% chance we will simply get a war goal on them, and then, oh well, we'll go and do something else. We are, of course, delaying our industry doing this, so it's a little bit of a risk, but if it pays off, it'll be very convenient. 30-player Albania World Conquest then. Yes, the co-op 30-player Albania. China submits. The cowardly Chinese have once again submitted to our demands. They have agreed to become a mere puppet of our nation. Boom! We have a Chinese puppet. So, they're basically our vassal, right? If you played EU4 or anything like that. That is great. That is really quite good. Some supply problems up over there. Yeah, we'll have to get some more infrastructure up in here at some point. Because that's going to eat into our stuff. Maybe I'll just pull back on a few of these troops. Well, the Chinese front is going to reestablish itself soon here. So now there's the more interesting question. We could, at this point, have some very easy wars in Asia here. Because we can subdue the warlords over here, which gives us war goals against the People's Republic of China, Shaanxi, Zhuangxi, Saibei, Sanma. I make no apologies. And Yunnan over here, which would let us pick up a lot of this. Zhuangxi, click, is that one of them? Zhuangxi click, yeah, down here, which, if you recall, has a crap ton of resources. No oil, but a crap ton of resources. Also notice that world tension hasn't gone up. And then there's the Netherlands thing. I think the Netherlands thing is too risky. I think it would be really nice to ninja these guys. Also, I would really like to take care of the People's Republic of China before they decide to join the common term. I don't remember. Could these guys join the common term after I declare war? Everyone wants the Netherlands. Oh, man. That'd be very, very, very tricksy and interesting. Okay, here's what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to take the Zhuangxi click, whatever it is, over here. Because it'll give us naval bases closer to the Netherlands. People really want that. Oh, Jesus Christ. First we subdue China, then Indonesia, then the world. That's possible, yeah. So if I declare war on the People's Republic of China, they could join the common term, and suddenly I could find myself fighting the USSR. So let's not do that. So I could pick up a couple of these little tiny guys, which would be nice for some space, but like they literally have no resources here. Hardly anything worth talking about here. Or here. Clean up China's first. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this. It'll give me some naval bases closer to the Netherlands territory. I think I can reach it technically now. If we grab our main navy here. Oh no, look at this. See, it's red. This is out of reach. So we need some ports over here. So that's what we're going to do. All right, Army number 1, the so-called Chinese front. You are going to get a completely new set of battle orders. Your battle orders will be to establish a front line over here. And if I recall correctly, I think this province right here is Portuguese. Yeah, that's Macau. That's Portuguese. Similar greens, which is a little bit annoying. But, you know, you can't tell the countries what color they should be. So we have to take the capital, and there is actually another victory point over here. I think we're going to push... You know what, I'll maybe make it conservative first. We'll do something like this. So this will be an actual war we're interested in doing. So we're going to go and set a national focus, subdue the warlords over here. It'll give us some claims or some war goals on lots of things. I don't know how long they'll last. Again, we are delaying our build into faster industry and faster research. But I think it's probably worthwhile. Marines. We're going to change. We're going to eliminate your orders. And tell you you're going to do a naval invasion from here to... This might work out badly. Also, most of these guys aren't actually Marines. F it. Let's try it anyway. You get over there. Lock in that and go. No divisions in base. Oh! That means I actually completed my actual Marines. Hold on. You over here. I'm going to take the 3 actual infantry, add you to Group Teal, and then Group Purple, somewhere over here, if we sort by army. We've got 3 new Marines. Excellent. Select, select, select. And you 3 are going to be added to the Magenta Naval Invasion Force. And I'm just going to make sure it's got... Boom, 4 divisions assigned to it. Which is going to take 0 transports? It's not 40 transports, this is Army 4. Maybe no transports have been assigned yet. That might be it, and this number will go up. Oh, there we go, 2 transports. I wonder if 2 is all we need. It's based on the weight of a division, which is based on how much stuff they've got in there. So I've got no units in training right now, which I'm kind of okay with, because we actually don't have a surplus of anything. In fact, we still have a shortage of infantry equipment here. So we're going to deploy along this front, we'll get ready, and then in 70 days we'll pull the trigger. Did I click on Portugal? Thank you. Let's change that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so is there an interesting port then for us to grab? Oh, down here? Down here. There we go. So we'll grab that instead. So you are going to naval invade from here to there. There we go. Boom. Excellent. Oh, this is technically a port, but we're going to go and jump on that right from the first day of the war from the land, so that's going to be a lot better. So yeah, we'll ninja that in there. We'll get a little bit of practice with these guys. They're at least trained. We could exercise them, but again, we don't have the material. So I can modify government for the first time. And what I'm very excited about, after the Italian campaign did not have a silent workhorse of 15% political power gain. Freaking love grabbing that first so that we can get more political power so we can reform the government more faster. So we did get a research slot open, so now we have to pick really our industrial focus over here. Are we going to go concentrated industry, which gives us more factory output, or dispersed industry, which gives us a little less factory output, although you do get to maintain more production efficiency. It has reduced bombing vulnerability. And you can use your puppets ports on airfields. That's really nice. We will actually be moving our planes down momentarily. As Japan, we do in our national focus already have a reduced factory bomb vulnerability. And right now, there's not that many air bases that can trigger target our mainland. I mean, the USSR doesn't really have airfields over here, and unless we start losing a bunch of islands, we're not going to get bombed over here. So I think I'm going to go concentrated here, even though, I mean, obviously, if we start losing, then we're going to lose, well, we're going to lose hard anyway, but we're going to get bombed. So I'm going to go concentrated for more factory output. What could possibly go wrong? And that's finally time to talk about our air forces over here. We've got a variety of air wings we didn't set up yet because, you know, we didn't have to. I'm going to go and select all the air wings that are not on an aircraft carrier. I'm going to do that. And actually, am I just going to go... Yeah, you know what? Let me just trash all these. This doesn't destroy the planes. It just puts all the planes back in reserves, and then we'll have to deploy them again. Is that all of them? Did I correctly get them? Yeah, see, these are all on carriers, you can see. So we're going to put them in reserves, and then there's a handy feature where if you go into the airplane mode, F3, and then you click on the air zone you're interested in, southern China, you can say, show me all bases, including empty ones, and including allied bases, and then sort by distance from this air zone. So the closest air base to here is Sichuan over here, although it's quite small. It can only fit 400 planes, which is pretty terrible. And then there's Taiwan. Well, I think what we're going to do is in Sichuan, we're going to make our fighter wing. So I'm just going to move some fighters over there, and I'm actually going to tell them they can reinforce up to 400 in case we have, you know, different types of planes. Is there any way to just type in a number? Because that would be really handy. We'll set a limit. We'll say, okay, so we're going to deploy 400 fighters in Sichuan. And then in Taiwan over here, we will do the carrier wings. The close air support wings is what I meant to say. And you can, I'll just set it to 1,000. We don't actually have that many planes. So we're going to do a close air support wing, which I believe have higher range, and some tactical bomber wings as well. Like that. Boom. And we'll just wait for them to deploy. From the reserves. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't your allies using some of those 400 slots? Well, maybe. Well, no, I think it was saying 0 400, so they weren't before. Now they're all my planes. And I can assign everyone there. Oh, was one of them still deploying? Yeah, one of them was still deploying. Yes, no? Oh, the close air support can't actually reach. What's your range? 700 kilometers. Oh, here's another thing that would be really nice, is being able to tell the range between two provinces. And I'll tell you why. Because let's say we were planning an invasion of Hawaii. It would be really nice to know, my airbase over here in the Marshall Islands, can it reach Hawaii with strategic bombers or whatever? I would like to be able to tell that. All right, the other thing we'll do is we'll move our fleet down there. It's also worth noting we do have some extra destroyers, but I'll keep them parked for now. Wow. I'm going to cancel this, just patrol this sea zone. And I could use the planes to do something, but no, just park yourself off there. That's going to be okay. I'll leave the submarines doing what they're doing. And yeah, I'm planning on building aircraft carriers to mostly bring planes over there. But it would be nice if we could have strategic bombers also softening them up. And that's what I don't know about. All right, so you've got good leaders. We've got various battle plans. Are we getting attrition over here? You're still moving. We're not getting warned about actual attrition in the theater, so there's that, okay. I'm going to preemptively activate these battle plans. So as soon as the war starts, they will go. They're still preparing, though. Right now, what aren't we producing? Close air support and tactical bombers. We actually technically have a demand for each one of them. I will go and... I don't think it's going to be carrier CAS. The carrier versions are slightly more expensive, but can go on carriers. I'm going to do the baseline version. I'm not going to assign any factories. I'm just going to get rid of the warning. And then I guess the interwar bombers here. How's our tech coming along? Okay. We're going to want to start producing some proper fighters soon. Yeah, I've just puppeted China. Again, China didn't have much in the way of resources, and we may or may not, like, I don't know exactly how the manpower would work. We probably would have gotten a lot more manpower out of it. I don't know if China's going to be a production powerhouse and be able to really help us that much, but it gives us a lot more mobility to grab the valuable provinces with actual resources. And maybe I'm overestimating the value of resources versus territory where you can build factories or manpower or whatever. So we just have to wait at this point for our Subdue the Warlords to finish, and then we'll have a war goal. Not just a claim. If you get a claim, you still have to justify your war, but here we'll get an actual war goal. All right, our fighter tech is done. I'm going to go and instantly research the carrier variant of it, so we can look at that, and we finished... Oh, we finished construction over here. So it's not 37 yet, so I'm going to hold off. We could get radio and then get ready for radar, but I think we can wait on that a little bit longer. We could go and start some doctrines, which would actually be very nice. But I think we're going to get support weapons. It would have been nice to actually have it before this particular attack, but we should have them, well, wickedly outnumbered. I mean, you can tell right away. Hell, these guys are being attritioned as is. Are they training? Oh, they're training. That's why. Can you integrate puppets? Not as far as I know. No button for it. What do the resources mean? Do they deplete? They don't deplete. They just get used in production. It's worth noting they're not used for upkeep. They're why are we importing 12? That is inefficient. Game, which started me off this way, that is terribly inefficient. You want to do it, you know, in full factories. We need 16. You know what? I'm going to just bring this down a little bit. So we'll get a little bit less oil, so our ships and planes will be built a little bit slower, but it'll give us an extra civilian factory to build more civilian factories, which is what I'm looking for right now. Subdue the Warlords is done. Excellent. So for our next focus, I don't think we have to rush sever Sino-German ties. I think now what we're going to do, we could reinforce the Soviet border, but actually this doesn't do anything. It's just a predecessor to getting some war goals on the Soviet Union or against the UK and the Netherlands. Actually, if we want our war goal against the Netherlands, we might do this. But I'm worried that we are delaying this part too long. But it's nice that we don't have to justify against the Netherlands. I guess, okay, we're going full aggro. Whatever, we're committing to full aggression. What could possibly go wrong? I think this is going to backfire. This is what happens when you listen to Twitch. NKVD primacy. Reduces subversive activities. Okay, so the Soviet Union are going full paranoia. Germany has no national focus right now, or France. They must have just finished it and hadn't reset it yet. They can wait a little while before they commit, so that's okay. Oh, there we go. Industrial efforts for Germany. Industrial expansion for France. UK is saying protect Suez. United States, air support, full aggression. Everyone wants full aggression. This might be a really short series, in which case we'll just restart. It's fine. Or it'll be a huge success. Oh, we got to start the war. Declare war. We've got our war goal. Send. We call in Meng. We call in China, because they're our puppets. And they have no option. And we're going to go to town. So, this did generate 8.1% world tension with this war declaration. We also generated, what, like that 1% earlier on, but it does decay over time. So, it'll get there. Anyway, our troops should start moving. We've got the command active, they've started some fights. And if we select them, yeah, we can see a lot of motion happening on the front. Meanwhile, our naval invasion is going to go and pop this place over here. I don't think we need this to take their country. Well, they have 85% national unity, actually. This is only one war victory point, but it might actually pay off. Now, I can, of course, drive my troops manually. And we could probably conquer a lot faster if we do. In fact, you know what I'm going to tell this cavalry over here? I'm going to tell it to make a beeline for the capital, since it should move relatively quick. Although this is mountains over here, which is why it's actually slowed down for now. But it's going to make a beeline to the capital. Oh, it gets intercepted. It's getting attacked in the mountains from someone who may have been strategically moving as well. So they're going to get stomped to death over there. Excellent. And then our cavalry is going to keep moving. Hey, what, you? Why don't you go and attack this guy? You know he's just gotten his butt kicked. Oh, did I not extend the war goal far enough? The front line? Let me go and pull it back. Oh, that's right. I had it. I'd said we're going to push to this river first. No, no, no. Do this. And also, I just noticed it says 27 divisions here, so they're not all assigned. So I'm just going to control-click on there to make sure everyone's assigned to the front line. But Horsey, keep going. And we've taken land over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect one of these guys. I'm going to get a trio to go and bop that guy. And we'll take some more land over here. Not that we actually need it, because we've got the war goal, we've got the port. Naval invasion successfully completed. No naval battles yet. We've got air wings with no missions. Oh! Did you never get handed a mission? None of these guys ever got a mission. Please, close air support, air superiority. You don't really have range, but that's going to be okay. What are we missing production for right now? Light tanks. I'll put a token one in the queue. But heavy duty, just to get rid of the pop-up, which would annoy me. But heavy duty tank production is probably going to wait until we get the next level of light tank. These are Chinese troops on the border, so they'll help hold the line, so it makes it that much safer for me to run up and be aggressive. And yeah, we'll just make a rush to the capital, and this will all get backfilled in. You guys, could you maybe grab that stuff? Thanks. Okay, 3 divisions are assigned to that front. This front's been split in 2, which is what happened there. Oh, the Olympics happened! Hey, Germany got the most! I think this is fixed. I don't think these numbers are randomized. I think they're actually historical. I haven't looked them up, but as far as I can tell, it always has the same stats. Seriously, you guys. You know, you can go and invade. It's safe, I guarantee you. Although there are no victory points over here. Go and finish that up. Well, I guess what I could tell these guys is I could have given them a front here and then told them to do stuff, but doing it manually is going to be fine. Again, air wings with no missions. So yeah, this close air support that can't reach southern China is what's going on here. Although we took an airport over here, I could move things over, but it's going to be fine. Well, I guess, I don't know, wouldn't hurt. You, close air support, are going to get moved to right there. So we got some low supplies going on, which shouldn't be a surprise. Oh. I took that stuff back, so now I'm out of supply, which is not good. That's fine. These guys should fall soon. Alright, you guys. Go crazy over here. Just bop them. And then I'm going to just redraw the war goal. Let me delete the front line and tell you guys you can push all the way to the coast at this point. It's going to be fine. So, you know, actually go. No, I'm not going to turn on NATO symbols. I like that it's in the game, but I'm not interested in using them. Q, could you go and just finish these guys off who have no supply? Ah, there we go. So we're going to go and take all states. They have surrendered. This is going to generate 9% more, more world tension. But it's going to leave us at 21, which is not enough to start a guarantee. So that's good. So we're going to take all the land down here and call that done. Take a bunch of equipment. Excellent. So now Japan extends down over here, which is what we're really looking for. All right. I have no idea how the invasion of the Netherlands is going to go. That's going to be particularly hard. Because our bases are going to have to go quite far away. I don't know how much of a naval presence they've got. Getting supplies there will be quite tough. Alright, what does the Netherlands actually have? Maybe we start with taking Borneo. I think I like that. And then, yeah, we'll make the run for oil. Oh, we actually need slightly more. I'll try to spread the trade around. Actually, let's trade with Venezuela. Just one, please. Thank you. Spanish Civil War has started! We're not really getting involved in that. We could send some troops over there to help the fascist side, but that will raise world tension. In fact, world tension might hit above 25% very soon here, as a result of the Spanish Civil War, which is quite poor timing. French Indochina, yeah, I know they've got lots of stuff, but there's actually a decision that we can take later on for that. Demand French Indochina. That's if Ile-de-France is not controlled by France. So assuming Germany wins the war against France, then we can demand French Indochina without a single war. So that's good. Yeah, okay. This is so gonna bite us in the ass. This is so gonna bite us in the ass. But hey, it's gonna be fun.